welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be decorating that table. Remember in the last video I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I was gonna decorate it. Well, I am gonna decorate it. We were gonna go camping, and I'm still not sure if we're gonna end up going camping, but in case we end up staying home, I still want the table to look nice and pretty for the kids, and just to have a little bit more fun for the kids and have other things to think about. So I'm gonna be decorating this for spring, and then at the end I will be sharing with you a few treats that I'm gonna be doing for the kids for that day, and just ideas. So if you are doing anything at your house with your kids, if you have anything planned for that day, or if you don't have anything planned, then I'm going to give you some ideas. So if you are interested on seeing how I decorate this table and the treats that we're going to be doing, then just keep on watching. So these are the items that I already had in the house. I have all this set from Walmart, and all those pink platters are from the dollar store, and I bought this ones a few years ago for Christmas time, so I'm going to be using this ones for napkin holders. And then all those flowers in there are extras, so I'm gonna be decorating those bins, or we'll see what we can do. So I figured that the easiest and cheapest thing to do to add some pop of color into my napkin holders is to add these roses. I found these ones at the dollar store, and each bouquet has 6 flowers, so all I need is 6 because the table said it's a table of 6. You can also make it bigger and make it a set of 8, but since we're only 6 in the family, I took that part away and make it for 6. So all I did in here is just add the hot glue and add the rose into the napkin holder. These napkin holders that I'm using in here, I was using them on my other table as placemats, but they just cannot keep them clean, so I decided to add them over here. Now, I am going to go back and forth with this. I did try to make a flower arrangement with all these items and extra flowers that I had in here, but at the end, I will not be using them in here. I just switched them to the other decorations that I had over the kitchen. So this table, it was just going back and forth. I put one item and then took it away. But I mean, when you are decorating a area in your house, that's how it goes. Literally, you just have to go back and forth and see what you like and what you don't like. And all I'm just gonna do is clean the table with the Method cleaner in the almond scent. I had an idea to put a table runner, and I'm actually trying to use a window curtain, but I ended up not using it just because it didn't fit. It was too short and I wanted it to be a little bit longer, and I didn't have no runner. You can actually use any type of runner. It really doesn't have to be an actual runner other than a runner that you can make your own, but I end up not using it, and all I'm doing is trying to figure out how I wanted to place my plates. I was gonna put the little ones by itself, but I end up using both the big one and the salad one. I am not gonna be using the bowl just because I just didn't like the way it would look. So I went with a super basic table set, and since I'm not using a placemat, I'm using this decorative charger plate, and then I'm just adding the dinner plate, the salad plate, and I will not be using a soup bowl, but I will be adding my napkin on top and also using it as a decoration. And for my silverware, I would just be using my soup spoon, dinner knife, and for the fork, the same fork will be used for the dinner and the salad. The reason I try to win with a super basic table set, it's because we still don't know what we're going to make for dinner, and in case we end up making a soup or something else, then we're just going to add more plates. And for the drinks, I will just be putting in here the water glass, and in case I end up wanting coffee or my husband wants some coffee, then I'll just add the mug. And since I'm not using any runner in the middle, I will be placing this placemats in In the middle, I will be alternating with this decoration and another one. Again, I went back and forth with how much of a decoration I wanted to have. And since I just wanted so simple and basic, that's why I just decided to put one decoration in the middle, and that way I can have the rest of the table for the food or for any treats that we're gonna be making on that day. Now, let me know which decoration you like the most. I keep on going back and forth with this too, and I end up with the white one and gold egg in the middle. But let me know in the comments below which one you like the most, the white one or the ones with the tulips. For our first treat, we are gonna be making Rice Krispies. In this case, they call it rice eggs. I'm gonna have my son helping me out in here. This is pretty much a good time for you to include your kids, especially now that they're home. This is a good time for them to get into the kitchen and also work on their fractions. Like in here, I had my son helping me, and I add 6 tablespoons of butter, and then we add in 1 bag of miniature marshmallows, which is pretty much 15 ounces. And then I'm gonna be adding 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Trust me, if you add the vanilla extract, it gives a good flavor to it. And then at the end, once the marshmallows are almost melted, I'm gonna be adding the Rice Krispies. Now, we wanted to put some other colors in here, but we messed up. A good tip, if you're gonna add in M&Ms or any other coloring, it's good for you to add it at this time when the Rice Krispies are almost combined with the marshmallows, because we try to add in M&Ms in the process when we were making the eggs, and they just didn't want it to stick in. So that's a good tip. If you are making this and you want to add any other coloring or even sprinkles, you can add in at this point.
Going down this road gives me all I wanna have, but we gotta keep on moving.
To make the egg shape, we are using this eggs, and I'm adding in some cooking spray, so that way that the Rice Krispies won't get stick into the egg. Again, here is another tip. You have to fill out the eggs pretty full, because we were adding little by little and they weren't sticking. So once you put them all in there, try to make sure that the full egg, it's like completely full. And this is what I was talking about. My son wanted to add M&Ms into it, but they just didn't want it to stick. They kept on falling down. So it will be better for you to add in your not your marshmallows, but your candies into the marshmallows before the whole marshmallow it's combined. And it's also good to keep a little bowl of water or maybe some oil, so that way you can be putting your fingers into the water or oil, so that way that the Rice Krispies won't get stick into your hands, and our hands were completely clean. For our next treat, we're gonna be making pretzel flowers. I'm gonna be melting some chocolate, adding a little bit of Crisco, so that way that the chocolate won't get stick. and add it into the microwave for 10 seconds or until it's melted. And then I'm gonna be placing the melted chocolate on top of the pretzel and add in M&M chocolates to make it on a flower shape.
Tonight we'll go a different way, you and me. Tell your friends that this might take some time and you'll be back another day.
Boom! I'm making my mini house. Wow, it's pretty hot. Better than all these. Don't fall.
He was having so much fun with that treat. Now we decided to make some stuffed strawberries. I will be taking the top of the strawberries. First you have to wash them obviously, and then cut the top part and also a little bit on the bottom part. That way you can stand the strawberry, and then take out the inside of the strawberry. That way you can fill it in with some whipped cream. We decided to make the whipped cream with the heavy whipping cream and add in just some powdered sugar.
Celebration to an unknown destination, can't you see? I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah. We can go so far, so far.
Now to put the whipped cream inside of the strawberry, I am using a piping bag, but you can also use a Ziploc bag and just make a little hole in one of the corners and place the whipping cream on top of the strawberries. At the end, we are gonna be adding some sprinkles. I was gonna leave them just like that, but it just needed a little bit more color, so we put some sprinkles of all colors. We literally used a little bit of every color.
We'll dance on that till the break of dawn. Come on now, let your feelings show. Oh baby, we'll dance on that till the break.
Now my son Martin decided to pop into the treats and made some almond chocolate covered and using a mold that I had with bunnies. So those are courtesy of Martin. And this is how all the treats came out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And also, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so you can become part of the squad, and hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload videos. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, share it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.